Hey everybody, how's everybody doing, man? We got a big day ahead of us. We're looking for the market to go to the upside like the rocket. Woo! Woo! Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Nice little bullishness happening. We talked about it the other day. Definitely want to discuss these things with you guys. I told you today is going to be a big day. I warned everybody, please join. There was a reason why I said that. So we're going to talk about it right now. Let's get everybody in the building here. If you're in here, say hello. Say hello. Say hello. All right. So yeah, we're going to talk about it. I told you guys bullishness is coming. Tuesday is the day. Why do I say such things? Is we're going to talk about it today. Yeah, guys, I want to prepare everybody today. So let your friends know, anybody in this group, let them know what's up. You probably would like them to hear what we got to say because we want to see the market help people make a lot of money. That's the goal. So, yes, ma'am. Anybody? How's everybody doing? Hold on. Why am I not seeing anybody's? Ah, here we go. Gigi, what's up? Rohit, how are you? If you're in here, man, say hello. Christian Cordoba, Shane, what's up, man? Thanks for saying hi. Yeah, so we got a lot to talk about, guys. Lots to talk about. If there's any stocks you guys want us to go over, please let me know. Michele, what's up? Jimmy, what's up, top? So yeah, let's get this going. I want to get a good day today in, man. Let's get a really good day today. How's everybody? Everybody good with that? Because it's time to get that day in. All right. So we got a few people in here now. Gigi, Michele, best call of the week. Love you guys. Oh, okay, cool. Love it. Well, Jose Perez, Zachary Fuller in the house. All right, MUFG, gotcha. We'll check that out in a second here. But yeah, we are looking for the market to do one of these. Oh my God, I think it's a bottle. All right. Christian, what about the Fed increase rate? Doesn't that bring down the market? Well, we'll check that out. So here's the thing. We'll talk about that in 1 second. Man, always the party pooper of the place here. What's going on with you, bro? I'm kidding. So just overall, let's talk about what you just said. Hey, Boosh, what's up, man? Yeah, Bella's not here today. Bella's getting groomed. She said, she wants to look good for the camera, and I agree with her. Why not look good, right? Why not look good? Don't be a hater. Be an appreciator. Just looking at the market, guys. So I'm thinking right now we're in a very good position. And so when it comes to the Fed, so you're saying that something increased, right? I mean, they increased the whatever. The question is this: when did it happen? Because what happens with the market is when an event happens, it reacts pretty freaking fast. That's why it's so hard for anybody to get to it. Oh. It's because it gets done really fast. What's up, Elliot?
He's saying, it's tomorrow that they're gonna establish that.
Okay.
That's why.
Yeah. Any news? So we'll talk about that too. But in general, when something like that is happening, right? It goes pretty freaking quick, pretty quick. So as far as that's going, what I'm going to tell you right now, I'm feeling really good about the market, really good. I feel great. However, remember, it's all about confirmation. So anything like that, when it comes to the Fed, we want to probably skip that day. Okay, we want to skip that day. So today we are looking for potential good plays, but you got to be smart about it. So what do I mean by smart? Very simple. When you're looking at a play and you're saying, okay, I like where it's going, I like the technicals, I like this, but we have an event tomorrow. Well, if the event goes in a different direction, then you don't invest. You say, okay, well, that didn't work out. No big deal. I'll prepare for the next one because eventually it'll happen. Or it does go your way, and now it just propels all your game planning. Facebook, let's check that. What is he saying?
I don't consider forgiving Facebook.
I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah, so that's how I'm looking at that right now. So let's get back into this here. Hold on 1 second here.
My nose is killing me right now.
What's going on, man? Yeah, well, my man over got some allergies. You know, it happens. It happens to people. Happens to the worst of us.
The worst.
All right. So what I'm seeing right now, guys, we're gonna look at this. We're gonna say what's going on. We're gonna wait for the feds to make an announcement, and then we're gonna make a decision. Because here's why: no matter what happens, there could be decisions made. Let's talk about that. So let's go, and we're going to do a chart that's a little bit further out. We're going to do a weekly 4-year or 5-year chart for the SPY. And I want you to see something right now, where we're at on a weekly, because this is important to look at. Right now, we are hitting this moment right here, a very strong support line. So to answer your question, right, if the feds tomorrow have good news for us and it's bullish, well, now all of a sudden it took this bounce in its right way, and I think on a shorter term, we could see a huge move, just like we called it a month ago. We had that big move here. We called it a month ago. We had another big move here. We kept calling it, but we always call it after the big moves are done. We are at that point right now where a big move would affect it. And believe it or not, sometimes the market gets set up that way because of that. So, but the question comes down to, let's zoom in a little bit here, guys. The question comes down is, well, what if the market, right, does not react that way? Now what? Well, let's look at this. So get this thing out of the way. No, this thing's in the way. If the market starts going to, sorry guys, trying to move the mouse here, what if the announcement is bad? Well, guess what? Instead of a bounce, it goes for a breakout or a breakdown. It's going to break this support. That's key too, because if it breaks that support, oh man, we might see a beautiful play to a fairly pretty, okay, let's go back to this because it's a little weird, to a pretty decent size. So that could be the next move is like around here. So yeah, it will be a bad news, this, that, and all of a sudden everything gets announced. But if you're smart and you know it breaks that, you will be playing that to the downside the right way and make money. So we are right now in a perfect position to get that news. Okay, that's how you play the news without playing the news. You wait for the news and see which way direction this is going to go, and then see which sector is being affected by that. Hope that helps. And yeah, I think this is going to be a great time for us. If you're in here and you're brand new, say hello. Sean Lee Wen Shang, how are you? Gerald Roundtree. What's up, Gerald? How are you, man? I heard good things about you. David was telling me you're new to trading, I believe. Tell me, man, how are you, brother? Are you new to trading? I love new people. So if you have any questions, man, please don't be afraid to ask. We are here to help you out. All right. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate all the hellos. Aaron, what's up, man? Kelly Myers, how are you? Christopher Elia. Charles Morris, Frank Larby, what's up? James Lewis, what's up, Antonio? Robert Finta, Paul Franklin Bullington, Stephen Apple, Stephen Gunnell. A lot of people here today, man. Greg Bernhard, happy birthday, January 11th, holding strong. Your birthday's coming up very soon in like 9 months. Hi, Vlad, about to dump 10K on Mana. Yes, no, what do you think? I think just give me 10K and then we'll talk about it. Yeah. No, we're kidding, man. We're gonna check it out in a few minutes here.
I think that's crypto. I'm not sure.
Yeah, if it's crypto, we don't mess around with crypto, so just letting you know. All right, cool. Gerald, it's all a little overwhelming at first. Absolutely. I'm not sure if you have had a chance to check the webinar out. Also, if Dave, I'd recommend checking out. We have a great course as well. We could show you. So, but yeah, it is a little overwhelming. We slow down a lot when it comes to our course. If you're anybody who started taking coaching knows, my speed of talks comes very slow, so we can discuss things. We could learn the right way. But on here, this is my wild time. All right. But yeah, man, any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And everybody who did not see the webinar will be a great place for you to start to really learn how to trade. I give you 6 simple steps to learn that. So comment webinar below. Definitely recommend you check that out. Just all you got to do is comment webinar. David or Chris are gonna, or David or Anthony are gonna send you a link for sure. So just let us know. All you got to do, write webinar, and we'll send it to you. It's an hour long. But trust me, it gives you full steps. It's not just like a little, hey, here it is. It's free there with no value. It's a lot of value. A lot of people make money just on that. All right, Christian, what's mana? Thomas, all right, let's go into mana. Let's check it out. Now this question from, and did it again now. How are you coming up with the support and resistance line? I know this is a total newbie question, but no, man, stop, Aaron. There's no such thing, man. We want to definitely look at that. So absolutely, there's no silly questions for real. So please, I appreciate you asking. A lot of people want to know that. They're starting to work with Forex as well. Yes, I actually have a few students who went to Forex and crypto, and it works very well with it. I see like Christian's one of our students, he probably uses it for crypto, and they've made money with it. I personally just don't trade crypto. I don't like the 24-hour kind of thing. That's just me. Doesn't mean it doesn't make money. It's just I like things a little bit more, a little more calmer, things I could do while I own a business, do other things, living life. But some people like that aggressive stuff, and that's fine too. What's up, Donald Entes Wesley? All right, so that's the deal. Let's check out some of this stuff. So to answer your question, how am I finding the support resistance? Well, here's the thing. Let's just say we pick a stock. We'll go to any stock. What's the first one we got? Zim. So when you're looking at Zim, it's all about finding spots where the stock is hitting a certain point. Because what support resistance is really just like, it's like a certain spot where everybody feels like, yeah, when it hits, we bought enough and it's time for us to sell. And what happens is because it's a human behavior and we're creatures of habit, we kind of hit the same spot. So a support could be either horizontal, right? That's support resistance, or it could be in a channel, which is diagonal like that. So if you notice, if I draw a line here, in this situation here, you could see this right here was at some point a horizontal. You see if I connect the dots here now, people always like, wait, you do, this one's a little bit off, but it's got to be almost kind of similar. So you can see here, it kind of hit here, it kind of hit here, it kind of hit here. Once it hits a certain time, that it's like a ceiling, okay? And on the bottom, you have support. So sometimes support will be horizontal, sometimes it'll be diagonal. So this is called the consolidation now. So there's different ways. Again, there's a lot to these things. I can explain it very simply in our course, but this is a good way to really look at that. So if you are interested in coaching and you did try the webinar, guys, strongly recommend you set up an interview. You will learn these things very, very, very well for sure. But yeah, so that really kind of shows you when we hit this part and we break it, all of a sudden we go through something called a breakout. Okay, but if it bounces back down, which it's a rejection, so it comes back down. What's up, Wayne Norris? How are you, man? So it's that simple. It does take a little bit of time to learn that, so we do some exercises in our class as well to help you with that, to make sure you really get it down. At the end of the day, our goal is to give you a way for you to support your family and things like that, and to be able to do this for a living. So you want to learn. It's going to take some time to get there, not too long, but it's all about that practice, and we teach you how to do that. So yeah, so that's support, that's resistance. Now, as a channel, you could look at it like this. Look, when the stock goes up, even though it's going up, it's still hitting these points. Just like on the bottom, it's still hitting those points. So when you look at it that way, oh man, all of a sudden the stock got very predictable, right? Now you might say, but look, it broke through it. Exactly. When it broke through it, that's the secret. That's how we have that breakout. And if it breaks down to the other side, guess what? That's the secret. It goes through down to the other side. Now that's support resistance. Obviously, there's more to it, but that should give you a good understanding. I forgot who asked that. Aaron, does that help you out? Please let me know. But thanks for asking. Please, Anybody who has basic questions, please, please, please. This group is a no judgment group, man. We want to help anybody out. There are no dumb questions. So definitely, definitely ask anything. Great, Aaron. Thank you. Any questions at all from you again? Please don't hesitate, man. To answer this question, so I'm going to use a little bit of what I just taught you, and we're all going to learn a little something here. How's everybody feeling about that? All right. If you look here, this stock has been going down, down, down in this beautiful channel. See that? All of a sudden, even though it's going down, there's just resistance, there's just support, and it broke through this resistance. And now, the other thing we have to worry about are these moving day averages. So if it breaks this and that, overall, it's a beautiful situation. We got a beautiful volume situation. Beautiful, beautiful. I really, really like this one. And what I think is what we have going on here now, I'm going to speed up a little bit of the talking now. We got the A to B, B to C, C to D pattern ready to rise. Really like this one. Who gave it? Now, I don't like the fact that it doesn't have options. So that kind of throws me off a little bit.
I think it does. It shows it weird sometimes on stock charts.
Okay.
I believe it does.
I think so too. So overall, very good pick. I like everything about it. I love everything about it. I'm going to put this as my favorite stock so far. Very, very nice. Who gave that to us? Who gave the Zim?
It came from,
is that Invader Zim?
It came from the elite group, but I think Ron brought it to here as well.
Who remembers Invader Zim?
Yeah.
What is it?
Muff G.
Muff G? That's not a name.
No, I said it came from the elite group, but I think Ron brought it here.
Oh, okay. Great stuff. Yeah. So again, we have something called the elite group in our coaching sessions, and that's where the good stuff happens. All the people who graduated get together, and we start really looking at things together. Boone Me, long time no talk. Lorraine, how are you? Tori Mayberry, Randy Duff in the house. So yeah, man, a lot of great things are happening in the market. I really like this one though. This is a good one. Again, do I think it might go down? Sure, it could go down to like $2, $3 for sure, but I think you're going to see a quick reversal pretty quick. Again, I'll give you an example of what I mean. When a stock does something like this, look what it did. It went up, and then this thing came down again. So I would have said this is a good one. You would have been like, but Vlad, it went down. What'd you do? Chill out, man. Chill out. Because then it would have done that, and everybody would have been happy. Unless you don't know what you're doing, you get out of it early because you hesitated. So you got to be very careful with that. Very nice play. Good job. What's up, Marcy? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Mercy Alguyan.
Mercy.
Oh, no, we have Mercy. What?
I said Mercy Alaga.
Is that how you say it?
No, that's a car.
Mercy Alguyan. And we got Marcy Armstrong. And we got Andy Wagner. And we got Randy Duff with the fish. Tori Mayberry. What's up, Lorraine Reyes? Welcome, everybody. Say hi. All right, cool. So let's continue. Anybody is interested in any stocks, let us know. Again, if you haven't seen our webinar, if you like what I'm teaching here, you definitely want to watch the webinar. I give you more extensive, and it's free. Comment webinar below. What's next?
Muff G.
MUFG?
Yeah. Oh, it's a beach.
That was Zim, Randy. Hello, Vlad. Any thoughts on AFI? I believe they are going into bankruptcy, but it may play out with like Hertz.
That might be
Rent.
AFL.
Write that down because I'll look at it real quick because I'll forget what he said and then I won't know what he's talking about. Well, give us a second, Charles Ruby. This one here, you got to be very careful with this one. So I like man, this is a good one too. But if you notice, the channel is still pretty strong to the downside. I like the candle. I want to see a little bit of a breakout. I don't like the volume here, but I like the momentum. Definitely keep this on a very close watch because I might have a whole different tune tomorrow. Long term, though, looks beautiful because now we just broke the 200-day moving day average. If the volume just goes up a little bit higher, we're talking some big things on this one as well. Who's giving us these stocks?
That was another elite member.
See, guys, when you're an elite member and you're part of our coaching program, these are the type of stocks we're talking. Great job, guys. A lot of paid members here, man. Welcome all. I love my paid members, but I love my free members. And if you ever want to be a paid member, comment below, comment coaching. We'd love to. We're doing some interviews actually right now. We just had a graduation with one of our classes. So we're doing some new stuff with it. And I'd love to interview some people. So if you're interested in getting coaching, comment coaching below. Jeff Towns, Town Chad. What's up? How are you? What was the one that the gentleman said? I'm sorry, I'm gonna put him in the front of the line because it was a longer question. Yeah, just so you know, if you want me to answer your questions quicker, give me something, give me a specific thing besides the stock pick. I'll look at it first.
AFL.
AFL. Okay, so you're saying it's going back. So here's the thing you gotta understand about something like this. You gotta be very careful. Oh, that was our charge. Okay. Here we go. Sorry guys, my thing just froze for a second. So when I'm looking at it here, this is the ultimate factor, this red line. It's 200-day moving day average. And what this 200-day moving day average is telling us right now is it's below it. And it's kind of forming this rejection. Now, if for somebody who's new to this might say, oh, but it hit low. It did. But the volume is fairly strong on the low side. And the fact that it's below this ultimately gives us the health index of bearishness. I would not want to invest in this. All the chart is showing are below its averages. I would be very concerned, and the health looks really not so good here. It hasn't been so below the 50-day moving average in so long that all of a sudden we have a lot to make up. Again, you look at companies that went through something hard, like I'll pull up Peloton really quick. Back in the day, like this is what happened. When you think about, like you just said, they might be going bankrupt, things like that. When this thing fell down, people were like, oh man, I hope we could get in now. Well, it's never seen the light of day since, man, because it never fully recovered. One of the recent ones is obviously Netflix. It's not recovering. Just because that big gap between those lines is so detrimental, it takes a while. It's going to take a while. Do I like Netflix? Heck yeah. You give me a long-term investment in that? Yeah. But we're talking about weeks, even months right now. I would say no, man. Be careful. Everything's going to the downside until we're waiting for certain news to be announced. That's what's going to get something like this going. When you're talking about a company going bankrupt, the only news you're going to get are bearish news. So be very, very careful. That's my 2 cents on that. And Jane Demonteverde, how are you? Kylie Price, how are you? Thank you for saying hello. Scott English, what's up, brother? Another paid member, welcome. Sold HR and XOM today, waiting for HTA buy a bid and QNR. What's up, Charles? Sorry, I felt like singing you, man. All right, let's get to the next one.
EQT.
EQT. Oh, we got a decent list here going. All right, EQT's looking all right, man. I could tell you paid member right here. Some of these stocks, and they know how to find them because we teach it to you, how to find the stock in under 2 minutes. Because we got that stuff on lockdown, right? Aaron House, what's up? Jamal Choice, another paid member, welcome. So, and hey, did you guys check out my article we had on Fox? It's pretty cool. We were featured on Fox and actually NBC as well. I got both articles. If you're interested, we could get you the links for that. It was actually on our Facebook. But yeah, man, I thought it was really cool to see our team being featured and talking about our company and the differences we're making. Pretty cool. All right. So this one here looking like it's coming up, and I like that it's breaking this line here. The only thing I'm worried about is this is still kind of flat here, which is fine, but the volume is too low for me to really make a decision. I do like the stock. I would not forget about it. I just think we need a little bit more, because here's what happens. With something like this, I'm going to show you a little trick. You see how over here we had a similar scenario, which was good, but it was more volume. So it didn't go up, something like that. But when you see, I'm trying to find an example of less volume. Let me see here. Yeah, I can't find something right now. But yeah, so like something like this, maybe. You see how it's not a lot of volume? What happened? Next, it just starts going down. So that's why it's important to make sure the volume is key for us. Gerald Browntree, you need the link for Fox. Yeah, it's actually on our page. Can you get that for us? Yeah, it's on. Just posted on here. Yeah, well, I got it for you. Give me 1 minute, Gerald. We got you. Okay, what's next here? Facebook. So Facebook, yeah, man, Facebook's just not doing its thing. It's kind of been stuck in this situation here. It's just the volume's decreasing. There's too many things Yeah, there's too many things here that I wouldn't mess with personally. So I would leave that one alone. What's next? Hold on, let me see here.
Yeah.
Kylie, when you buy in at a long hold, you put in a stop loss, right? In fact, you would put a stop loss for swing. They or long, or wouldn't you? Yeah, that's a good question, Kylie. So some people do, some people don't. And I'll tell you why. So we got a question on our hands. The question is, if you're doing a long-term trade, right, or swing trade or something like that, and would you put a stop loss? So it really depends on the trade. So one of the things we learn in my class is understanding what your psychological aspect is, because it's about the inner game as much as it's about the outer game. Some people, for me, I don't do that. But why don't I do that? Very simple. I want to be able to make changes on the fly. So if the stock goes up, and I feel like I'm looking at it, I'm analyzing it and say, you know what? Let's keep it going. I think it got more in it. Great. In the beginning, I did not do that. I was putting stop losses, because here's how you got to look at it. The people, how we look at it is, if you think the stock is going to go up, are you okay with making a 10, 20, 30% gain, 100% gain? Whatever that number is, make sure it makes sense technically. So you say, hey, if it reaches here, put a stop loss. Or you might say, I like it here, but it might go up here. You could create a scaling, which means you only take half the position. So I'll give you an example here in a second here. So let's just say I think this stock is going to go up, right? Well, based on this analysis here, it could, right? Hypothetically saying, I'm not saying I'm going to buy this. I'm just using this as an example. But I think it's going to go up maybe 220, maybe 230. It has enough potential. I think the ultimate potential is 230, right? So this is good for me. I'm cool here. So I might set up an order based on that. But I also, at the same time, what if I'm not fully correct, but it does go up to 220? So what I would do is I would set up an order here, then sell maybe half my orders, which is called scaling, and then the other half here. So if I go here, I sell half. And if it does go down, well, I'm not risking my own money anymore. I'm risking the market's money, because those are my profits. So that way you collect money because you were right. But if it goes this way, boom, I'll still sell this, but it'll continue working with their money. So if it ever reverses anything, it doesn't matter at that point. It's all about understanding risk factors. And you don't only want to trade. You want to be trading calmly. You want to be able to enjoy what you do, like a game. When you do it too much, one more to look at you, Unity Software. All right, give me 1 second, Charles. I'll look to that 1 second. But yeah, that's how that works, guys. Hope that helps. But yeah, you definitely want to put some things in effect, especially if you're new, because the greed will not take effect. If you make 15, 20%, don't think, oh my God, look at my account going up. What if I make more? That's how you lose, because now you went emotional. You went emotional, you did not follow the system. One thing we tell everybody, we have yet to have anybody prove us wrong, right? Is we have a special guarantee in our program. If you follow everything you do, you will make money. But if you don't, you won't. And everybody says, yeah, I'll follow it. I'll follow it. A lot of people do, some people don't. Because what happens is when you follow all the systems, you make money. And guess what happens then? You get confident, you start breaking the rules. And that's where the problems start. So if you're going to take a program, we're going to give you exactly what to do, how to do it, what to look for. You just got to follow it. It's that simple. But I know it sounds simple, but most people will not do it because they think there's a better way. It can't be that easy. Let me go search more ways. Big mistake. I know a few people who trade very successful, even people who I didn't train. They all had one thing in common. One of my trainers is they had a simple formula and they never deviate. They don't go online looking for different things. They stick to one thing. And one of the things people were asking me, what do I recommend to become a best trader? Best trader is get a mentor, whether it's me, it doesn't matter who it is. Find a mentor that you're good with, okay? And guess what? If you find the right mentor who you're feeling good with, everything changes. Because now you got to have one way. If you deviate from that, you start confusing other things, situations. You'll see it becomes really confusing. Glad I got an automated arbitrator running with playing. 50% day hand. I have no idea what he's talking about, but what's the next?
EXPD.
EXPD. Okay. EXPD. Expedia? No, Expedition. All right, so this one here, let's see here. Let me see. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to pull up. All right, here. There we go. That's working. Sorry about that. All right, so when I'm looking here, I know what you're saying. Okay, there's a beautiful candle. Okay, but again, we want to put certain things in place and we want to be consistent. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's the dealie. Here's the dealie. So what you want to do is, let me see. All right. So when you're breaking here, this is the problem. We got a situation where it's hitting this point, but we need to see it start breaking. That's the problem. So this is decreasing in volume. This is kind of showing a little bit of something, but there's no consistency. So what happens a lot of times, what you don't want to see is a beautiful candle, maybe a little bit of a gain, maybe if you're lucky, and then we're seeing to the downside. Now here is different because this had a lot of what? A lot of what? Volume. This does not. So, and so we had a little bit, imagine if it didn't though, woo, issues would happen. I'll give you an example, boom. This right here had increasing volume, oh, right here, it had some volume, right? But look what happened, fell right down really hard. And this had more volume than the other one. So that's why I'm not a fan of this one, right now at least. What's next?
We spoke about AFL, BX.
BX? BX, kind of the same thing. Again, this could be a good potential soon for sure. I like the fact, so it follows the market very closely. So we got this nice support right here. You can see bouncing perfectly. So I like that. So this is looking pretty good. However, because of the averages are so high up here, so you got the 200-day moving, we have these pointing down. So it's still on an average of downwardness. And I feel like the spike is too high to the downward. So that's my problem with that. I'd like to see something a little bit more aggressive to the top. Like, see, this one's kind of already made the move. So I need to see something like that in this one. Maybe if it gets like 114, 116, great. 122 is where you want it to be really to start trading. But 115, like 116, 117 is where I would start looking at it and start putting in watches. Until then, there's too much going on. You want to make money and stop losing, the smartest thing you can do is put coaching in the. Well, thank you, Randy. Randy's one of our paid clients, man. He does very well. But thank you for promoting that for us. Yes, if you're interested, if you really want to do what he's saying, would love to see that. Would love for you put coaching and we could help you out. Cool. Where to next?
Amazon.
Amazon. All right. Did you get that article for the guy?
Yeah.
We did? All right, cool. Yeah, so we sent you the article right there. You could check it out. All right, this cover doesn't pull up for so this one here, you guys, again, a lot of volume you see, right? But the volume could be to the wrong side. This right here is looking like it just popped down to the downside. And again, when you see this gap, this is something happened, right? Something happened with Amazon to affect it that way. Overall, I'm going to pull up real quick technology. Not technology, so something.
XLY.
XLY? Why XLY?
Consumer discretion.
Okay. Yeah, none of them are looking too crazy. So to me, what it's telling me is this had a bad earning. It has not seen the light of day. Just not a good situation, man. And not only that, let me show you something even worse than that. Like, it's just broke through a very strong channel. And I'm just going to tell you right now, it's below every single moving average. Again, this is what we teach in our paid course, how to look for these in seconds and understand this is probably not something you want to mess with anytime soon. Cody Biggs, what's up? Robert Langen, how are you? Darlene Denise, what's up? Guillermo, how are you? Alex Guerrero, what's up? What's next?
SPCE.
Would love to see everybody say hello. But guess what, guys? Before we get into SPCE, it's time to break something. It's the heartbreak time. So this is where part of the show we want to see some hearts from you. If you're enjoying this show, give us some hearts, okay? Bella's not here, but today we're going to give a shout out to Elliot for doing such a great job and existing in this world to help people, okay? If you're enjoying the show, we just want to see, we like to get to a certain amount of hearts. If you want to get some coaching, comment coaching below. We would love to interview you, and we're actually going to give you, if you haven't gotten our Predator course yet, you will. What's up, Radu? Thank you for saying hello. And again, if you're new and you haven't gotten the webinar yet, check out the webinar. Comment webinar below, and definitely it's going to give you a 6 easy steps to make money on the market. Omar Ferrero, what's up, brother? Thank you for the hearts. All right, now we got some good hearts coming around. We got, Kristen. No, Kristen, you're taking over with the fastest finger. Your family taught you how to use that hand very well. This is also Gerald, man. Anytime, bro. If you have any other questions, just throw them out there. We're gonna continue doing the show in 1 second. This is my water break and my heart break. But I'm very heartbroken because I haven't seen Chris Correll give us any hearts yet. Days off at the gym. Okay, cool. I see. I like that. Ba ba ha 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 ba 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 ba. Oh, is that a stock symbol? Mm-hmm. All right, guys. He said using a pen. Oh, is that hashtag cheater? All right, let's get back into it.
Hashtag cheater.
He was cheating, man. Not even cheating, just hashtag cheating, which is even worse. All right, you guys ready to get back to the show? Let's do this. A lot of good stuff. You were laughing while writing all those BAs? All right, cool. Let's go into thank you for the hearts, man. Appreciate it, guys. I keep telling you, I'm not a fan of Snap. I just don't like it. It doesn't do anything good. So, You've never heard me say buy Snap. Don't like the company. Don't like what they stand for. Don't like their marketing. That's besides the point. I'll still invest in it if it's good, but it hasn't been. So we see the downward channel on the top. We see a very strong support over here, kind of even that's going to the downward, really. Just not a stock I'd like to trade. Even if it does go up here and there, I just don't see the health in it. Look, the 200-day moving day average is way below it. So to me, to be bullish about something like this, not something I like. Sorry, guys. Let's go to the next one.
Lulu.
Lulu. Okay, so Lulu's going through a consolidation. Be careful with something like this because right now it's going into this little move right here. So a lot of times we want to see kind of pop up or pop down. The problem is decreasing volume. That's okay because it's consolidating, but it's still going to the downside, man. So if it pops, it could pop to the downside pretty strong. And that's what I'm assuming might happen. Now, doesn't mean it will. But I would say there's too much uncertainty with something like this here. So I would not want to trade something like that for sure. I'd like to see, you see kind of moving that way, but there's not enough for me to say that. Just way too much uncertainty.
LNG.
LNG is also going through consolidation. How do you know? It's simple, man. It's simple. Huh?
So how you know this stuff?
Look at this. Very nice little move right here. Coming together. Very decreasing volume. This is kind of flat. So could be something good in the making, but we need to see a confirmation of a breakout. Now, if it breaks to here, the problem is we are way too close to this area here. So realistically, for me, I would like to see this go past 150 with the strong candle and a strong volume, like these type of volumes. That's what we want to see. Or maybe it goes to the downside and breaks. I doubt it. Because overall, the stock, you know what? Let's go back in time. Let's go back, way back, right? Look over here. We had this time right here, them doing the same thing it's been doing. Eventually it pops, but we need that confirmation to pop through the whole thing. Not just this, the whole thing, which would be around 152. Just follow the patterns and they will speak to you. That's why when we give you stocks, in March we were 98%. In April, I don't have the percentage, but we were pretty high. We got to find that percentage. I just don't have it. What's next?
Apple.
Apple.
Go down the timeline.
You see, I got the sticker.
Go down the timeline.
Hmm?
So you'd have to go down the timeline in the group.
Yeah. All right, so Apple, I mean, Apple's Apple. Like it's still kind of down. We're waiting for it to turn. It's been consistently kind of just going to the downside. Right now, it's kind of finding this area here. I would say, I don't know, man. Like it's hitting this resistance. I mean, support, like around here.
It's funny that you say you don't know, but it's like the market's telling you they don't know either.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I just don't. So one thing right now, I would not mess with the stock. Right now, we're in an indecision. That's what Elliot's pointing out. It's an indecision. So this right here, this candle is called a doji. All right. So to me, when I see that, we got a problem because we don't know which way it's gonna go. So we're waiting for the market to say which way. If you invest in something like this, it's a rookie mistake because we don't know which way it's going. We need confirmation. You're just at that point just hoping that you're right because you like Apple and you have an iPhone, and that's probably what it is.
Apple.
Or you heard somebody say it on some sort of website. What's next?
You.
I think that was the general Aaron, I believe, asked me. Okay, so just looking at support, right? I mean, looking at just supply and demand concepts with something like this. This stock overall is what? It's bearish. It's been going to the bearish side. It kind of has this channel here, right? And it fell, so it had like a little bit of a promise right here, and it did its thing, but then it went right back into this normal channel. This stock hasn't been bullish in a while. How do I know? Simple. Because the stock market is showing us this line here, which is the 200-day moving day average. That's where you want it to be above to be a healthy stock. It's not. In fact, what it also tells me is if I go back in time, you're going to see this stock was very good. It was very good, but that was back in the day. So let's go back weekly. Look at this. So this is on a weekly chart. You could see this stock is fairly new, right? A few years old. But it just does not working right now because of the fact that it went up. It's trying to find its identity still, went all the way up here, and now it's coming down. So realistically, if you look at a long term, it could still come down all the way to 55 before we even really look at it. And it's forming that double top. So to me, this is not a good stock for me to invest in. There's too much unpredictability that might happen here. Just my 2 pennies.
XOM, ExxonMobil.
ExxonMobil, not too bad. Maybe good for the short term. I do like the volume. Today's a little bit off, but that's okay because I liked it because of how strong the other days were. Let me see. Oh yeah. Personally, I think I would like to see a little bit more. I mean, it could be a risk you want to take because it isn't so much volume. But I'm thinking something like this might happen here. But if I had to be honest, like the fair thing to do, I would say I would like to see it break here.
89.
Yeah, 90. Like if it breaks 90 with this type of volume continued, man, this thing is gonna pop pretty nice. So there's a good chance, you see something like this happen, boom, that you want to get in on something like that. What's next?
Tesla. Right, looks just like Apple.
Yep, looks just like Apple, right next to the 200-day moving day average. It's not right now. Again, could be something promising later. Be careful with Tesla, man. Remember I told you to get in over there? No,
it's what? Yeah.
Tesla right now is way below. I told you this, guys, the other day. It's still riding this line. Exactly what I told you Thursday. It's going to continue riding this line. Right now, it's a doji. We want, for something like this, we want to see convincing breakout because of how volatile Tesla is. So to me, I would like to see this break through like 1025, even more than that, honestly, bro. Personally, just be careful with stocks like this. Right now, it's not in a position of safe trading. I like the momentum in it happening, but the low decreasing volume, strong momentum, stock is in the doji. Everything's not matching. Everything's just off. I would stay away from it. Emmanuel Corneja, Samuel Mrebatu, Sani Maria, Katie Tong. How are you guys? Darlene Denise. All right, what's the next?
GOLD.
Oops,
Got him.
I said it first. Yeah, so this one's so this one's just like, this is one of the things you've got to be careful when you're trading.
Out there.
Huh?
I said it's butt naked out there.
It is very in a naked area. Yep, like it's between these averages and these averages. It's basically just floating. So definitely stay away from this. Not something I would recommend. I'm doing good, Samuel. Thanks for saying hi. Appreciate you. Some people say hi, and I know, hey, it's in the public and it's cool. So thank you, man. Hope you enjoyed the show. I think you're new here. I've never seen your name before. What's the next?
MOS. Big mosaic.
There's a lot to like here. There's a lot to like here. So this one here, man, it's hard not to invest. So I know it's a little bit below the averages. I'm going to tell you, I love the solid candle. I love that it broke the 50-day moving average. I love the volume. I mean, I'm seeing a little bit of a turn here, but that volume got me sold. I feel like this could be a good one. Now, we could get rejected by it. So there's two ways you could play this. One, wait till 72. If it gets to 72, I feel good about it, great about it. Or play it now and just understand there might be a little bit of a down before it goes up. Might be, but what you might be seeing too is one of these crazy moves like this. But again, you got to be patient. I like the volume. Usually this volume, it dictates a lot to us. And you'll see like over here, you can see like the volume is strong here. Boom. But even like this one right here, the volume is strong, right? And it made money. Maybe it didn't make a lot, but over the next week or two, it killed it. If you would have kept it, you would have killed it. So I like where the stock's at. I'm going to put on my favorites for the next like 2 weeks. Where's the next?
SARK. Shark with no H.
All right. Yeah, this one's coming down now, unless it's a put option or something. So yeah, so I don't like the stock for one reason. It's too early to tell. You could see it's brand new stock. It's only came out in November. It's under 200 days old. So that's why it's having these crazy like ups and downs and ups. We don't know where it's going to end up. I personally would not mess with this one. So just my 2 cents. What's next?
HR.
Yeah, this one's just a big up. So when you're seeing such a huge move, it's usually some sort of a catalyst. And, you can't control this thing. I would say be careful because people will tell you about this because they'll say,
did a move like that before, ever.
It's never done it because if something was announced, and usually those things come down pretty quick.
AMH.
AMH is just to the downside, man. I mean, it's broke every single line. It's not looking, the momentum's to the downside. Everything's to the downside. So not my type of thing right now. What's your next?
CWEN. I'm sorry.
CWEN.
Yep. That's a neutral.
Could be good long term. Could be good. I like the momentum in it. I don't like that it's way below its averages. Way below it, so there's not enough. Very similar to like kind of like the SPY right now. But yeah, nothing good right now. All it is just a good candle for the day. That's not good enough for us.
We went over gold barrack.
What is it?
No, they asked for gold. That's the one you just looked. That was floating. But they asked for AMC.
AMC. So yeah, AMC gets announced. Sometimes they'll have these little runs, and people are like, wait, are we still short? Are we still waiting for that? What is it? The squeeze from years ago. The squeezes don't work like that. Again, this is just a stock that right now it's if you just look at normal stock behavior, nothing special. I would not invest in it. Again, it's showing a little bit of a promise, kind of, but you don't know. I will say nothing, man. I just don't like it. Like I don't like. Yeah, you could just do another pop just because it just feels like it. But even when it did a pop before, there was something to it, man. It was, look at this. It broke a nice little move. So it follows like a stock. Right now, nothing. So definitely nothing. I see what I want to trade this.
Oxy.
So Oxy's in the channel right now.
Decrease volume too.
Huh?
No, I was speaking out loud about.
Oh yeah. So yeah, and I was gonna say that yes, Elliot's saying it's in a channel, and the volume's decreasing. You saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the volume is decreasing also because of the fact that it's in the consolidation in this area. I would say not to invest in this now. If this thing breaks to the downside, or maybe to the upside of 65, that could be big. Okay, or to the downside, that could be big. And guys, now if you're understanding everything and you might need a little bit more help, very strongly recommend check out our webinar. All you got to do, comment webinar below, guys. It's an easy thing to do, and you get a free training. And I really break down on how to find these stocks quick. So a lot of people just make money weekly just from the webinar. So I know a lot of you already have it, but if you don't, let me know. If you have watched it, definitely recommend you consider coaching. That would definitely help you huge. But we're doing interviews for coaching. I know a couple people I just saw literally DM me. So yeah, we're gonna be setting up coaching sessions for Wednesday and on. We're gonna have, I think we have like 5 spots open. So let us know. All right, cool. What's next?
GLNG. Go long.
What is it?
GLNG.
What do we got? So G, what is it?
Yeah, you got it right.
Okay.
Looks similar to
Samuel wrote interview, not coaching. I'm cool with that too. Yeah, we could set that up for you. Samuel, someone's gonna like text you. So it's either gonna be Dave, Anthony, or Chris. Anybody outside of that, I don't know who they are. So they are part of our team to help you and get you whatever it is you need. Plus, they're gonna give you some content as well. So in here now, this one looks good, like from the candle standpoint, but look at the volume, very flat. This is kind of still flat, and it's hitting here. So you got to be careful because it could reject, and if it gets rejected there, things could not look pretty. Okay. Historically, the stock does not reject there, but doesn't mean it won't. Okay. And, here you could see kind of started, had a little bit of a move, and then boom. But the moves happen after a little bit of an upswing, of those moving averages, after here. But so it's very close. Put it on your watch list for sure. Oh, great, Samuel. I'm glad you got the webinar done. Awesome. Yeah. So somebody's gonna text you right now, and they're gonna help you out, and we'll set up an interview for you. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. So this one right here, I just looking for it to kind of break out here. But until it breaks that line, do not do anything there. Megan Shelley Sutherland, how are you? What's next?
DK Donkey Kong. I said DK.
This might look good. I like this one a lot. Why do I like it so? I will go over it because it's breaking resistance right there. All right, now looks like it's breaking resistance right there. But not only that, I love this increasing volume. You see that? Very good increasing volume means there's a lot of people buying it. Now the volume's only 1.7, so it's not crazy, but it's increasing based on its averages. I like this. I think it's a short-term play. I repeat, short-term. But I'm looking like something like this in the past when it was an increasing volume. Yeah, had that increasing volume, and we had a nice little spike up there. We're just getting past that point. I think this is good. Understand though, it might come down as low as 24. It could do that, maybe 23.5 before it goes back up. So you're taking that risk, but it's not really a risk as long as you're patient. So you might see your account decrease before it increases, and you have to be okay with that. And that's what we recommend when we coach you. Those are the things we ask you to look for. What's next?
THO.
THO. THO. Did you see this?
No.
Ooh.
Let me see.
I might like it too. So this one right here is looking really nice. Who gave us that? Who gave us?
That gotta be Ron. I believe it was Ron.
Short answer, yes. Put it on my list. Beautiful move, breaking all the averages, breaking a strong channel of a long time. Beautiful volume, beautiful momentum, beautiful.
What is this?
Who gave us Thor?
That was Ron.
Ron Sumner?
No.
Ace
Boosh.
Boosh.
You know by his last
Ace
name.
Boosh. Yeah. Ron, good pick, man. Very, very nice. Good stuff, brother. What next?
What are we doing with that one? TALO. You wanna mark that one or no?
Yeah. Though? Oh, this one.
No, THL. You were just looking at.
Why you being mean?
I'm just questioning.
Oh, the one I picked? Yeah.
The one that we were just looking at.
Yeah, I said, yeah, definitely. This one looks good too. Man, another good one. I like that it's breaking this resistance here up in its part right here. The volume's very strong. Pick another one. I like this one too. Very nice. Very, very nice. I think this could go at least $1. At least.
And the dollar move is great on this.
Yeah. So very nice.
ET.
What are these people picking the good ones? The volume's not as much here. Well, it's a lot of volume, but overall, not a bad one right here. Not a bad one at all, man. Jesus. So these are good ones. Is that also Ace Boosh?
No, that's Kelly, but the last three been member.
Man, let me tell you guys, this is why coaching's so important, because these guys are picking the good plays. All the paid clients are picking really good plays. Very, very nice guys. Huh?
Energy's rocking.
Yeah, energy's really rocking. So looking good, man. I'll put this on the list as well. We're gonna have a good week, man. I promise you guys a good week. Watch. Tomorrow, market pays.
Has a little hedge in play. That was the last one.
All right, guys. Awesome. Right at the buzzer, man. So really enjoyed everybody here today, guys. If you're watching the replay, man, comment replay below. I'm definitely going to check it out later. Even if you're watching replay, comment webinar. I know a few of you always, like at least like 10 people will do that. And, you know, we watch those as well. Same thing with coaching. Just comment interview like Samuel did. But either way, guys, we are going to come back Thursday here. We're going to check out my plays that I picked and see where this market is going after the announcement has been made. This is going to be a very interesting time because we want to find out, well, did the market go up? Did the market go down? How will it react after tomorrow's news? Find out on Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Do not be late. If you're late, you will miss the most important thing I'm going to say in the beginning. That's going to be cool. But besides that, guys, really appreciate you all. Thank you, all the paid clients. Thank you for giving us all the great stocks, all the free clients. Love you all. Keep coming back. If you don't need to be a paid client to visit us here. We love all of you here, including Sharon Ott, Alex Hargett, Todd Morgan, all of you. A few other people who joined today as well. I wanted to, a special thank you to I think, who was the person that asked a few questions, man? I'm sorry.
Aaron, I think it was.
Aaron, yep. Aaron and Gerald Roundtree, man. Really appreciate you for joining as well. I know Dave spoke very highly of you, so I really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you again. I will see you.